Okay. So realistically, if I were to set this up like I want to, and put that guy here looking out, and that guy looking inward based off of that area, that should activate. Oh my fucking god, why? It's set to blue for. It should trigger the UAV. But for some reason, it doesn't want to trigger. Why? Is it because it has to be a player? Or is it because it doesn't want to execute the script? Or is it because when I go into the Zeus interface, it is still interfering with said script? Who knows? I certainly do not. But it clearly doesn't want to work. Okay. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Magical updates. There is no blue 4 starting in that zone. That is still set properly. Repeated calculation condition must return Boolean expression. I think that's why. It's because the condition, it doesn't want to pass the variable here. So then where do I put the variable? It's not up there. How do I assign the variable? If I just put it in that, and then assign that to that. I don't know. I gotta relook up all the trigger framework again. Yeah, that's present. Activation will be blue 4 type. Yeah, it shouldn't matter too much. Hey, Crypto, I got a question for you. If you know anything about triggers, because I know actually that's really rude of me to ask if a mod 10 has a different area of expertise. But let's go ahead and try this. Oh, man. I'm just fucking around at this point, because I want to see if I can get this working properly, then I can apply it to a few other missions going forward. I'm trying to get a trigger to fire on a specific variable, but it doesn't seem to want to, and I just don't know where to put that specific assigned variable, so. Because if I do it a different way, then as I found out last night, it creates some very funny glitches. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw something in there, and let's see if I can get it. Worst comes to worst, I can just do it through the Zeus side and break the interface for a moment. I haven't even tested this on multiplayer yet, so I'm not even sure if the issue is going to persist, but. Yeah, okay, so it still breaks my Alright, so it's not a question of the interface, then. That is so weird. That is actually, but if I leave the interface, then it breaks the feed. Huh. Huh. So that means... That's weird. So at that point, I mean, just re-execute it in the Zeus interface and it'll be fine. And that was a live feed, by the way. But... that is so weird that it overrides into Zeus. There isn't anything in the script that messes with the Zeus command, so I don't know why it throws me back into Zeus. So the only thing I'm going to be able to do is retest it in a few hours when they give me updated ACE settings and see if I can config it from there. So that means with the other operation I want to do tomorrow, I will just have to be there teleported manually, and I'm going to have to check today with this op to make sure that if I'm invisible, it doesn't do anything. Like, it keeps me invisible and whatnot, because I can still fake a conversation through there. That's just really weird that it does that. So if you go into the arsenal, it breaks the script, but if you try to put it on a trigger halfway through the mission, it automatically throws the Zeus back into the Zeus interface. Idea. Here, let's try this. I'm going to move the area here. What if we'll put it on that side of the well? What if I have it triggered when I'm not in the Zeus interface to throw me down there? Will it, like, I'm curious, because it's throwing me off when I'm in the interface, so what if I throw it out of the interface? And then what if I set it to repeatable? Shut up, Zam. Okay. It's a shame that it's not working that way, but then again, I could probably just go to the original script and try to jury-rig something. But the best I'm going to be able to do here is if I teleport over.
Copy that.
And I send him to that area. We know the trigger works and it fires. So what if he just walks towards it? It's going to take him a second because I set him to walk. Fuck, the issue is I'm impatient. But this is now like Schrodinger's cat. I don't know if he triggers it or not until I go over and check. But if I go over and check, it breaks the feed. Another thing is if the trigger fires it locally instead of server side, that also might be an issue, but he should have triggered it by now. Oh my fuck. What? Are you dumb?
Roger that.
Okay. So if I run a unit over, now what happens when I go into the Zeus interface? Yeah, then it breaks the feed. Okay. But that would be a good way to at least let me interact. If I have a trigger and I just set it to an add action in a corner, but then I would still have to use the Zeus interface to get back. So honestly, the best way to do it would be I have a button here to set it up. But I think, honestly, just having an AI running to a random trigger in the corner of the map would be better, because that gives me a second to then set up and then play the character through the terminal, and that way we can kind of get both sides, you know, watching them go back and forth. So, like, I can show the feed, you know, for that little cinematic aspect. So, that still needs to be tested server side, but that's a great way to, fix that issue. That also means with the other thing, for Wednesday, I can do something similar. And yeah, thanks, Crypto. I appreciate it. Um, I can do something similar to have that live feed, and then I can still have that interaction. I just have to tell them, hey, don't touch the arsenal while we do this because it'll break the feed. And they're pretty good about policing themselves on that, so. But I can literally just make a button in that case. Yeah, alright, cool. So yeah, something I just wanted to test as a, a little added feature for today. I just have no idea how that would be done. No, there's still ways I could apply it to other ops, but having multiple live camera feeds is going to be impossible in a Zeus op. But I could just make a random, oh man, we're getting on a slippery slope of territory here. I could make ops that don't require Zeus. I really don't want to, but maybe once in a blue moon for tier 3 stuff. I could do that. Just to get into the really advanced scripting stuff like this. Yeah. Well, no, it's moderate level. Advanced would be something like Antistasi, but all right, interesting, interesting, interesting. I'm glad I was able to get that out the door. So what I'm going to do this stream is we're going to finish up preparation for the Wednesday op. Then I'm going to take a break, schedule 2 more videos to upload today, get all of the VOD videos I haven't uploaded up to this date uploaded, or at least scheduled to upload today, and then relax and go do more video editing. So I'm going to end key Arma 3. We're going to open up the 506 mod set, which will take me a hot second because I have to manually locally add all of their stuff. And we're going to apply drone textures and other crazy things. And preset AI and whatnot. And talk about a little bit of lore stuff. So, getting all the 506 stuff added here. And then hopefully by then, House Aiden will give me that new set of A settings. I can verify that it won't break anything on the mission file. And we'll see how things go. See, I wish I still need to go back and do a World War I op where we actually have that pigeon. Because the World War I op, what I quickly realized with it was the ops took so much fucking time to develop. And it basically died when I couldn't outsource it anymore because school picked up after like the 3rd mission. And I just couldn't do anything with it. Yeah, Crypto, I saw you update Legion and you added, not Legion, fuck. Why am I blanking on what? Cobra, that's it. And you added a new type of barrel, so sure. I will look into, yeah, you wrote it. I know. I remember who devs what. It just takes me a second because there's so many fucking Star Wars mods out there. But anyway, let's go into Dakistan. Wait, no, Tremblin, Tombala, wah 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 wah. So Crypto, when are you gonna make Cobra Kai, man? Wax on, wax off. Fuck's sake. And then I'd play the fucking Cataclysm OST, but I woke up this morning and it said the video was moved to private. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why are they fucking... First it was fonts, and now it's my fucking... Whatchamacallit? My, like, chill music. It's like, what the hell is going on? YouTube's just actively censoring all my fucking music now. So I gotta go, like, splice my own local copies again. But it's like, Jesus. Life hates me right now. Alrighty. I mean, hell, let me actually find something in the background to play. That isn't copyrighted. I have no idea what to play, because half of the shit I play in the background is now oofed. Do 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 do. Ah, fuck it, we'll do keepers. Literally out of all my chill music. Okay. So I will test the remote camera feed before I make it happen, but for now, let me write the trigger for now. Because we can't have it as an add action. Actually, yes, we can. But no, because there's no way to assign it to a variable as an add action unless I completely misread the command. So I'm just actually going to ignore that for now. I will wait till we test it in a few hours, then go back to this mission file and edit it accordingly. Okay. So where do I want to continue deving this? Let me pull up my phone. Crypto, are the barrels like anime girls and shit or something? Like the frickin' data pads? Because ay. Alright, one of the things I need to do is take this thing and put it on standby. Also, I think from there they shouldn't be able to see anything on this airfield. And just, oh gosh, someone's making food again. Just in case, I'm going to compact everything. And that should all be at angles where they shouldn't see it. Excellent. Alright, first and foremost, I need to go take the texture I demanded from Sparky. So, let's go ahead. Oh, you're asking me for the plot of the Dressler Ob. Yeah, I'll pass that to you, Sparky. Cut that, paste it in. Fuck, where do I paste it? Mission Secret 3, paste, rename, take the PAA's name, and then... God, what's the command? Force object texture. Yeah, it's set object texture. Yeah, okay. So I'm assuming you only have it on one texture, Sparky, so we'll just override and look from there, just as a little test. And I'll go ahead and throw OBS back up on the other monitor. Zam, stop being horny. See, we're kind of lucky that you put it as op4, but then again, all I'd need to do is if it was the blue 4 one, just add one extra line of code that forces it to be op4. Perfect. Yep, nope, that is perfect. So what we would need to do from there... I'm going to do a quick flight test. So I think it would be better to take it off from the other runway. But if I now go to that, what do? You immediately bank right. Why do you do that? Realistically, if I just told you to go up there, yeah, that would fix you immediately. Because all I'd want to do at that point is... yeah. How much damage did that do to the pad? Is my question, though. Nothing. Really? Did I miss? I missed. That's why. I don't like missing. Okay. Well, we can always try again. This is the Zeus interface, and it's an experimental drone, which means I have as many missiles as I want, and you didn't reload any of the ammo. Yeah, if you fill the bar up, sometimes it gets pissy with you. This is why we test. There we go. So it only needs one hit, but it needs to be a direct hit. That shouldn't be too bad. So the trick, though, is if they bring AA, I need to have a quicker reaction time than one of them. And then maybe I can add a trigger when that gets deleted. That creates a smoke billow. Other way. Fun futuristic room. Now the real question is, do I want to build this in Eden or Zeus? Since they're using Lamb's AI, some of the garrisons, if they're built in Eden, won't get overridden by Lambs, but at the same time, what do I want to build in Zeus is the real question. Let's build a few aspects of this mission in Eden, but I'll leave the rest to be built in Zeus. I'll take 2 of those. Don, you're right on time. Let's go with that. And then maybe I want to do some ZEI variable filling, but... I mean, do they have... No, they don't have that built in. So I'd have to add that as a mod. But this then becomes a question of what do I want to fill in here? And then these 2 small bases, how do I want to proceed? What's their general go-to static weapon? I didn't display one. It's, it would be that, but that's just a machine gun mounted. I know they have off-roads. I just deleted them like an idiot. Okay. So that would mean that we have the 50. But I believe it's labeled as an M2 in vanilla. You just have to dig through RHS now to find it. Okay, you know what? Or I can literally just go to FIA and find it. And let me guess, it's going to be named something other than the M2. Yeah, .5. Jesus. Yeah, but I want to keep that shield on. So realistically, we'd want a vehicle to be right here, or them to hold that fuel station. We would want another small fortification here. Maybe a garrison or two in those buildings. We'd want that to be manned, but by a sparse garrison. We'd want multiple patrols in here. We'd want to introduce the commandos up top, guarding the project itself, and maybe another group of commandos patrolling the woods. We're going to want a group right here with another helicopter, and probably all 4 of those loaded to bear. Probably want a group at the power station. Something guarding the bridge. Okay, I need to mark that one at least. We can actually mark both of these. So another position on there, and this will give them the option of they can either fight their way out or they can sneak their way out. Knowing them, though, they're going to want to fight their way out. And then evac will be here. And instead we're going to have a few boats stashed. So I need RHIBs. But yeah, no, I want to do all the building in Zeus because it gives me more control of the AI's reaction times. But realistically, I mean, if I wanted to make this automated, all I need to do is, you know, without Zeus, is I can then have that script run freely. Arsenals are fine. Those boxes aren't flattening anymore. I would write up an intel package to explain everything. You would set automated patrols, you would disable lambs on the garrisons, or you could put triggers down for them to ungarrison after disabling the FSM garrisons of that. Come up here. When they would enter this area, there would be a trigger that activates that drone taking off and then doing a strike on this position. You can tie it to a CBA target marker and force him to engage after, you know, he gets into the area, and then you can have it pull away. With the helicopters arriving, you can set a giant trigger here to say once they cross this area, a helicopter arrives. You could then, I mean, other than that, you just need the index trigger after they get to the boats and then go off to this direction, and there'd be a massive trigger there to say once a player enters there, it would index. So yeah, interesting ways of how you can automate missions, but yeah. This is not C Command and Conquer music, this is Homeworld. I haven't played CEC in a while, but yeah. But it's the Keepers from Homeworld 2. Alright, so order of business, I'm going to keep editing videos and putting them on the channel to schedule. I got to test the camera script dynamically on the server to make sure that it's also causing the same issue server side, because there is a chance that it's not causing those issues server side and I don't have to worry about anything, or there's also a chance that it completely breaks server side and there's nothing I can do about it, so lamau. I gotta get new functions from Moon for Ace, but all those missions are ready to go. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna take a break. We're going to hopefully get everything, and then maybe I'll be back in about 2 or 3 hours, and we can start working on the next Paw Patrol op. And then if I finish that, we can start working on the next either Fapovo operation, the Monday op, which is going to be Russian Combined Arms, and I need to draw a big crowd for that. Or I can make a TSB 40k Necrons op. and see how badly they break servers, because why not? But otherwise, yeah, it should be good. So thanks for chilling, guys. Again, I just wanted to make sure that I had all the elements for this mission ready to go, as well as the camera scripts touched. But I'm going to quickly actually change this, because if it's going to require a trigger, I don't want that interface to be shown. I want a different interface to be shown. But I don't want a fire. I want the, give me the regular laptop. Yep, because I want to make sure I don't touch something that has scripts tied to it. Cool. And we'll go ahead and get that saved. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in a few hours. What's the map? Tembalin Island. Sorry, I switched it from Anna's A. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching. Go operate operationally. I'll be back in a few hours. Hope you enjoy the YouTube uploads for today, and have a good one.